starts now.
Innocent people put at risk again as a man high on heroin gets behind the wheel. But is anything being done to fight this epidemic? High on heroin, a man passes out behind the wheel at a busy intersection. It's a frightening and increasingly common problem. Now yet another close call where innocent people are put at risk. NBC 15's Chris Woodard is here now with more.
John, we keep hearing these stories, high on heroin and behind the wheel, which begs the question, what, if anything, is being done to keep us safe?
John Nolan Drive, one of the city's busiest roads, and Sherman Avenue, one of the north side's most used, both of them recently home to drivers passing out behind the wheel while high on heroin.
You're not only endangering yourself, but you're endangering the lives of everybody else on the road.
9 times since the beginning of the year, police have reported intoxicated driver incidents related to heroin, and they're happening even more lately. The most recent, Saturday afternoon, 25-year-old Anthony Harried drives in from Evansville to buy heroin, uses it, gets in the car and has no recollection of driving, but passes out in this intersection. Car still running, blocking the crosswalk.
The car was still sitting in the busy intersection when a doctor came by and noticed the man was still slumped over the steering wheel, so he reached in to turn the car off, made sure the man was still breathing, and that's when paramedics arrived.
It's so highly addictive that they're using it instantly and then not thinking about anything else about getting their next dose.
It's just a testament to the fact that the accessibility here is ever increasing.
Corey Devine works with heroin addicts every day and agrees with police. This area is in the middle of a growing epidemic. They say there needs to be more education, especially with kids, about the dangers and addictiveness of heroin.
We have had cases of overdoses where people still have the needle in their arm.
They also say those addicted need to get the treatment, but sometimes that's easier said than done.
The resources are very different, kind of depending on what your, what your financial situation is, what resources you have within your family, what insurance you may have. We could always use more resources.
Resources responsible with keeping all of us safe as the heroin problem becomes a danger on the roads.
It's important to point out here that using alcohol or any other drug is obviously a problem when you get behind the wheel. But when you're talking about a situation like this where the drug hits so quickly that people are blacking out and then passing out behind the wheel, there's an extra level of concern.
Scary.